Hello guys, it's Mungai Eve. Welcome to the Mungai Eve show, and of course we're the #1 online TV show. Na leo with me I have an amazing guest. Atakuwa akituelezea anaitwa nani. She has an amazing story anataka kushare na sisi. She's an intersex. Atakuwa akishare some of the challenges zenye watu wenye wameumbwa kama yeye huwa wanapitia. Guys, stay tuned. Betty.
Yeah.
Kwani unaogopa?
Hapana, si
ongea na nguvu.
Naitwa Betty.
Unaitwa Betty.
Yeah.
Kutoka wapi Betty?
Betty, mimi naishi Juja. But currently I'm in Lower Nairobi. Yeah.
Okay, Betty.
Yes.
Kwa story yako uliniambia you want to share with us. Tungetaka kujua, when did you realize you are an intersex?
I was young enough. I think I was 7 years. Ndio nilirealize that niko different sana. Siko kama wale watoto wengine. And this came because unajua, of course mkua watoto kuna mambo mnafanya pamoja, mnaenda mnaoga pamoja. And I realized I'm different. You know?
So that's when you realized you have both parts.
Yes, I realized I'm totally different. Yes.
Okay, after you realized, you know, most of the time as a kid, when you realize something, you just ask your parents. Did you ask your parents about it?
Yeah, I went to my grandmother, although sahi hayuko hai. Nikamuuliza mbona niko vile niko. And you know, I think it is because of alikuwa na avoid depression at that particular time. So akaniambia just leave everything alone. It is in control. You are very normal. But you know, I felt in me I'm not normal. Lakini alikuwa ananiambia, you know, you are very normal. There is nothing wrong with you. That is what my grandmother used to tell me. And I felt I'm not okay. So after ameniambia hivyo, mimi unajua nilirudi nikamhepa, nikaenda kwa my aunt na yeye nikamuuliza ni mbona niko vile niko. Pia yeye akaniambia, you know, you are fine. I think, you know, it is because of depression. Hawaku wanataka kuniambia direct that I'm an intersex. Yes, and
okay, but then you're staying with your grandmother.
Yes, I was with my grandmother and my aunt and also my mom. Lakini my mom unajua tulikaa naye kidogo alafu akatoka kaenda kutafuta kibarua. So nilikuwa namuona maybe once per month. Yes. Okay,
so growing up, before tufike sasa hivi venye wewe ni mkubwa, after you asked your grandmother and your auntie, they insisted that wewe uko sawa, you're okay. How did you feel?
To be honest, I felt disturbed. Yes, I was so much disturbed because nilikuwa naona wananidanganya. Because you know, they used to tell me I'm okay, lakini unajua sasa ni ile unakuwa like maybe huyu peke yake ndiye ako hivyo. But ongoing I could peep and check like all people seeing us kama wako vile niko, but napata hakuna hata mmoja napata yani ako vile niko. So I felt disturbed. And you know, I went back and told them, no, I'm not okay. You have to tell me the truth. Because I'm not fine. That is, I think I was in class 6. Yes, around class 6. Ndio nikarudi nikamwambia hapana, itabidi mniambie tu ukweli because I'm not okay. Nimekuwa nikiangalia wenzangu and they are not the way I am. So you'll have to tell me the truth, the real truth. And that is when my grandmother told me, you know, you are an intersex. But it will be okay. Itatengenezwa. So usijali.
They are working on a medication or something.
Yes, they told me utaenda utengenezwe, so don't worry. Yes.
And what happened? Because right now you're still the same.
You know, after I think I was 7, I was in class 7. That is when my mom took me to Kenyatta National Hospital. And I think me from how I'm told today, aliambiangwa angoje. Unajua, na kuna kitu watu wanakosea, ni ile wanachagua ukipata mtoto ni intersex, unaenda unamchukua ni mtoto mdogo, unaenda unambadilisha direct kwa ile we, yani the yenye wewe mwenyewe unataka akue. Just change.
Unapata yeye ako na both private parts. So una choose wewe mwenyewe
atakuwa dem. Yes, you choose by your own, but doctors prefer uache huyu mtoto kwanza and grow kabisa. When now the kid grows, mwili yake itajitoa yeye ni nani. The hormones. Zitajitoa yeye ni nani. So that's what my mom was told. Akaambiwa angoje at certain age, I think 12, 13.
Okay.
That is the adolescent stage. Alafu atarundi anirundishe sasa. And you know they will help me to choose because at that particular time sasa mwili itakuwa imejitoa mimi ni nani. And I'll be even feeling it myself, who am I. So hiyo itasaidia madaktari to choose for me. Because if ukisikia about intersex, it is not, we don't fit on the same shoes. Sisi wote, no. We swim in different boats, by the way. Unapata wengine, kuna wenye wako na both, unapata wengine wanasema wako na both the male and female hormone. Kuna wenye wako like it's a confusion. Unaona ni mwanaume lakini maybe ako na hormones za msichana. Kuna mwingine utapata ni mwanaume lakini
but they still have both parts.
Yes. So in short kuna wenye wanakuwa na both hormones like as for my case I have both. Kuna mwingine utapata ako na moja. So
hormones, we don't I'm not getting.
Yes, the hormones.
Okay.
So unapata maybe ako na moja. Lakini kuna wenye wako na both. So in their case they can even they are interested in both cases.
Okay.
Yes. But obvious in every case kuna the higher hormone which suppresses the other. Yes.
Okay. So venye umetaja hiyo story, it seems like your mom decided you're going to be a girl ama ilienda aje? Umesema wazazi wanachagua mtoto atakuwa hii, wanaenda tu nayo.
Yes, I was raised as a girl. Kutoka kitambo I was raised as a girl. Na penye hadi nilikuwa I was really raised as a girl. Na nilikuwa nasikia because hata ukiniangalia unaona msichana ndani yangu. But inside me you don't know what is in me. Yes.
So you want to tell us that your other hormone suppresses the girl hormone?
Of course, yes. My male hormone is always high
than the female one.
Yes. Hiyo sio siri na sitakangi kuficha, my male hormone iko inakuanga juu. Yes.
Okay. So umefika, ameambiwa angoje, tulikuwa hapo. Mama ameambiwa angoje ufike adolescent age. Ya kurudishe Kenyatta. Kukurudisha ama kulienda aje?
Wacha niseme we have not been in good condition with my mom. And I usually tell people, unajua like you know people have been yani watu wamekuwa very judgmental. Like there is an interview nilikuwa nimeenda, interview of Yvonne Mati. And by the way, guys, before I forget, kindly subscribe to Yvonne's Mati YouTube channel. Utapata my story huko. Just subscribe kwa channel yake. So after going to that interview ya Yvonne Mati, people came out, telling me you hate your mom because I said atuko in good terms na yeye. So people usually say that I hate her, but I don't. So people checked that channel and they were like, unachukia mamako. Because why should you say that you are not in good terms? By the people can even watu wanaweza hadi kuvuja moyo. Because like me I felt yes I need to talk for this yani I feel like napaswa kusimamia huyu mtoto an intersex kid. But sasa kulingana na venye nimeenda kwa ile interview nikapata watu wameanza kurespond, I just felt like I'm down kabisa.
Okay, when did you start having misunderstanding with your mom? Cause
ilikuwa kitambo.
Ukiwa bado young before hata upeleko ufike adolescent age ndo urudishwe hospitali.
Yes, because alitoka akaenda.
Okay.
You see? Alitoka akaenda. So that is when tulianza kuwa na misunderstanding na yeye. Na
ukaachiwa shosho sasa.
Nikaachiwa shosho. And I just went. Na tukakaa
Where did you go?
Yani tukakaa na shosho. Tukakaa na shosho, my mom went. Akaenda in Mwea. Nimegrow na shosho na my aunt.
Okay. So your mom didn't tell shosho you are supposed to go to hospital or something?
Yani ni kama hakushughulika tena. Hakushughulika tena. Hakufikiria like yani ile kitu haikuwa ndani yake. So akaniacha without even knowing if I'm depressed. Because life by there was handing even in school. yani mambo ni magumu.
So that's the reason you're no longer in good terms?
Yes, we didn't because niliona hataki kunishughulikia. And so I just mimi nikamwacha. Na tukaendelea hivyo, yani tukaendelea na shosho by the until my shosh past last month. Ndiye amekuwa anani support. Tunakaa na yeye, so mimi nikatoka kwa mikono ya mamangu kabisa.
Did you go to high school?
Yes, my aunt took me to high school.
In a boarding school or a day school?
It was a day school.
Okay.
Mimi singe manage kuenda boarding schools because of the very many challenges that are there. So I did not manage to go to high school ya boarding, but I went for a day school. But mi waambia watu mimi hata nikisoma, nilikuwa nasoma lakini by the way I scored very poor marks because I scored a D- in my high school. Lakini it was not because I was not clever. By the way I was clever. But there was this thing, in me.
Eating you inside.
Ilikuwa inaniuliza, Betty, unasoma ukue nani? Unasoma ukue nani? For sure. Who are you just, unasoma ukue nani? Your family doesn't pick you as a person who is important. So, unasoma ukue nani? So, me, I just told people, I went to school to pass time. I didn't know, people can be yani wanaweza kuwa watu wa maana until I find watu kama akina Yvonne Mati, I found them and they started encouraging me, you can be someone. Yes.
Okay, now you ukakuwa mkubwa sasa, ushamaliza high school. As a normal girl, since you were raised, umetuambia your male hormones surpasses the girl one, meaning that if maybe you went to hospital, maybe you would have been a man, but right now you are a girl. Unajua tukigrow, ukishakuwa dem, kuna hii kukatiwa nini. Did you go through that?
Yes. Watu andi wale even today wananikatianga. But me wabia mtu, I'm honest with people. I just tell them mi sijui kupenda. Yes, I just tell them mi sijui kupenda. And that is all.
Okay. And
if you want to waste your time with me, just waste your time with me. Yes.
And why do you say that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, and in your life, have you ever found yourself into a relationship?
Yes, once. I was in a relationship. There was a man who we were dating with. But ilifika pahali tukaachana tu.
I realize ama ulikuwa open with him from the start?
Nilikuwa nisha open from the start na hakuwa anashinda.
Alikuwa amekupenda tu hivyo?
Yes, hakuwa anashinda, but as for me I didn't feel like comfortable na kuendelea na hiyo relationship. Yes.
Okay. And you didn't feel comfortable kuendelea na relationship. Is it because of the way you are, ama wewe hiyo mambo na mapenzi you just don't love it?
I don't love it. Hiyo mambo na mapenzi I don't love it. Kwa sasa unajua I do tell people chenye kinafanya mkuje pamoja, it's expressing your love towards each other. And sasa because sitaweza utaumia.
Okay. So in your life you just want to be lonely. Betty, come on.
I usually say let me give myself time.
Okay.
Yes. As for now, let me just give myself time kidogo tu.
Okay, so you ended the relationship.
Yes.
Okay, so unajua, I would love to know some of the challenges zenye watu wenye wameumbwa kama wewe huwa wana go through. I'm very sure there are very many.
Yes, there are very many challenges.
Yeah, you even telling me about the job.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love you to share that story.
There are very many challenges. And that is why I've decided to come out for this kid. Kwa sababu huyu mtoto hana mtu wa kulilia. And I usually tell people that out of the 10% of intersex kids who are born, only 5%, ikuwa imeenda sana 7% of the kids wenye wamesurvive. And si ati wamesurvive hivyo hivyo. It is because they tried suicide and they did not succeed. That is why they are surviving. because there are very many challenges that we are passing through. And one of the biggest challenges which people don't like to talk, it's sexual abuse. Let me tell you, if unapata wewe umeenda, umepelekwa in a boarding school. Maybe umepelekwa in men boarding school or in ladies boarding school. Wacha wa notice. I'm very sure with my heart, hautapata peace. They are like they all want to sleep with you.
After they have realized you can.
Yes.
Has it ever happened to you?
Of course, yes. Like as for me, when I was, you know, when I was young, there were ladies that, you know, they were my villagers, by the way. They were my neighbors in huko Ushago. And you know, they were even using me. And but they were
how old were you?
I was about 13 years, yes.
Oh, baby.
So I was young. And sasa unajua sikuwa na yule mtu wa kushia na yeye nimwambie these ladies are really disturbing me. And you know, they could call me, satisfy themselves, na wananiambia don't dare to say.
Ladies?
Yes. If you dare say, we shall kill you. So don't dare say.
How did they get to know that your male hormones can actually be strong to satisfy them?
I think they were just trying. I think they just thought of, let's try.
Okay.
So this is the biggest challenge yenye huyu mtoto anapatana nayo. Because huyu mtoto anaenda anapelekwa mimbi shule, anaenda kuharibiwa huko. And that is why I'm just trying to say, you know, our government ndo itasaidia huyu mtoto by one, putting the intersex education in the syllabus. Because, you know, I'm telling people, we are living in a world of yani wanataka kujua. You know, they're like a world of curiosity. They want to know, how does intersex look like? How does it feel like having sex with an intersex kid? That is the world that you are living in. Hata if unapatana na mse intersex, people can even undress you wakipata chance. They can even undress you to see. So the main challenge ni sexual abuse. These kids are passing a lot, Aki, for sure. They are passing a lot. If you just sit with them, the first challenge they'll talk to you and share with you is sexual abuse.
Do you have some who share with you?
Yes, I have friends. Ni ile wengine wako na woga coming out, wako na woga sana. But ukikaa na huyu msee secret ya kuambia maneno yake utashtuka. The other challenge is about job. Like even as you talk now, I'm jobless. I was working as a house girl. And after the lady realized that I'm an intersex.
And how did she realize?
By then I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they realize. But after they realize, you just find. I'm too like huyu the last person I was working for just decided to, yani aka-decide tu anidanganye. Enda off, nakupea off ya siku 2, just go. I just went. Kumpigia simu nirundi kazi, akaniambia, you know, mimi nimeenda nini. Last year akaniambia, lakini sikutaki, to be honest with my heart, sikutaki mimi. I'm just fearing, mimi kukuacha na wasichana wangu, I'm just fearing. Kama why are you fearing? I came to realize you are an intersex. You know, so the people are just passing through a lot. So you decided to just fire me. Akaniambia si kwa mbaya, but sikutaki kwa kazi. So recently I just started a fruit business. Although it's not doing well, it's just down, by the way. So I just decided to invest in myself. There is nobody to listen to me. And there is nobody to listen to us. They don't want to listen to the intersex kid. Na hawapati kazi. Because like as for me, I did the form for 2019. Wakisha fanya hadi shule, unajua sasa the first thing yenye intersex anaenda anafikiria kutafuta ni maybe job yenye, yani the jobs that they are getting ni maybe za kukaa na mabosses wao. when they notice who you are just fired.
So there's a lot of discrimination.
There is a lot of discrimination. Wakisha kujua, there is a lot of discrimination. You are just discriminated for nothing. And I do tell people, they do say that we are confused people. We are confused, we don't know the way. That is what even a certain person told me.
How was that?
You know,
you had a misunderstanding?
We had no, aliniambianga Betty hakuna kazi. Nikamuuliza, it was still a house girl job. The many jobs I have been doing is a house girl. So it was the first place. So nikamuuliza, okay, hakuna kazi kwa nini? Akaniambia, by the way, I've come to notice you are not a normal lady. Nikamuuliza, so what do you mean? Akaniambia, si Betty, you are an intersex. Just be open with me. Nikakaa kusita lakini nikaona let me just get open to her. So nikamwambia it's okay. And she just told me, to be honest with my heart, hawezi endelea kukaa na watoto wangu.
So they feel like kupea intersex kazi, it's like they are exposing their kids to some dangers. Some dangers,
yes. So nikamuuliza kwa nini? Akaniambia, you people, you know you are confused. You can do anything. I was like, how are we confused? She was like, you people are confused. You can do anything. You can even harm my kids. I was like, oh. And that is how I just ended my job. And I decided to start with kitu kidogo too. I just decided to go and start a fruit business.
Okay. Betty,
yes.
You say being raised as a girl, have you ever come to a point you regret wewe kureziwa kama msichana?
To some point I just feel bad. Because no one who tends to understand me. And more so in our country, Kenya. That is why I even said like even my dating life imekuwa tu hivyo. Because for one, I can't date a man. And when you date a girl, people will see you are a girl. So people will start saying, you know, you are practicing lesbianism.
They won't understand that it's your hormones that are strong.
They won't try to understand that your bond is not into men. They don't want to understand. So they will be very judgmental. You know, you Betty, of which I've faced it, even losing of friends. Iyo kitambo kabla sija come out, I had very many friends. But after coming out, they just started going one by one. Mimi sitaki kuambiwa we are practicing lesbianism with you, Betty. So I was like, lesbianism na intersex zimeingiliana wapi? So people don't really understand. Yes. So I just feel like, you know, if I was allowed to be whom I am, it could be better.
Okay, so according to you, you feel like you're supposed, unasema, if you're allowed to be who you are, according to you, you feel like you're supposed to be who?
As for me, I feel like, you know, yes, the body is of a girl, but do you know the inner means a lot? So like, if I am given an opportunity to be the inner me, the inner me which people don't know, that is, like being a man is good.
And have you ever maybe thought of, from today, I'm not going to be Betty anymore, I'm just going to change my gender again? Have you ever thought of it?
Yes, sometimes it even links in my mind very much. Like, do you want me to change my gender? Lakini naona hapana.
Watu washajua wewe ni Betty.
Wacha kwanza niachane nayo ikae hivyo. Yes.
Okay, some other challenges ni kama gani?
Sana ni hizo discrimination. People don't, yani watu hawanini sana na feelings zako. They don't see as if they are hurting you as they talk their things, they do their things. They don't see as if they are hurting you. And that is why now I decided to just come out to these intersex kid wenye hawana mbele, hawana nyuma. They have no one to talk to. They are really facing a lot. You know, I even had a friend of mine who just the other day told me that she's an intersex also. Imagine that, you know, aliendanga kwa choo za ladies. And because nimekwambia, when you hear about intersex, we don't fit into the same shoe. We are different. Kuna mwenye utapata maybe mwili yake ni kama ya male kabisa. Lakini maybe yeye ndani yake ni msichana. So this lady was kind of into toilet za ladies. And imagine they just chased her away. Sasa ikafika to a point they even undressed her. Yes, because they were suspecting he is a man. Sasa mwili yake imetoka ni mwanaume. Lakini yeye ndani yake ni msichana. If they undressed her waone, they want to see wewe ni nani. Because they said, huyu ni mwanaume anakuja kwa choo zetu. Huyu ni mwanaume anakuja kwa choo zetu. And because he was in campus, sasa unajua campus una dress venye unataka. Sasa he mainly dressed like a man. So they undressed her. Tunataka kuona wewe ni nani. Until they just came to realize that, you know, she's an intersex. And they were like, oh my, we are very sorry, but that could not help the humiliation yenye alipitia. I'm very sure that sorry was not enough for the humiliation that yenye alipitia. Yes.
Okay, so Betty, according to you, what do you think should be done?
Sana I'm into government. I'm into government and our teachers. Help these people who are in anxiety world. Yani they are in anxiety world. They want to know. They want to know what is an intersex. You government, you shall help these our watu watoke into that world by doing what? You know, introducing this education to children. Wasaidieni wajue what is an intersex. Wache kuona ati ni kitu mpya sana, ni kitu hawanjui. You know, people fear what they don't know. Yes. People don't fear what they know. People fear what they don't know. The other thing I do tell people, if you even go to the government structure, utapata kuna hadi msee amesimamia hadi watu kama albino. And sasa huyu msee ndiye amewekwa asimamia hadi, unapata ndiye amewekwa asimamia hadi intersex. This person doesn't know the pain that intersex child pass through. Let there be a person mwenye anakuja huku chini anasikiza hawa watoto. Wacha tuache kuwa like every time intersex people wanajiua, they are running mad. Kuna hadi watu mad by the way if they realize to the end they got mad. You know, parent, I've been even hearing cases of parent killing children. They just kill them. Mzazi anajua, you know, I have an intersex kid. Anapanga wacha amuue. It is because sasa anajua huyu mtoto hata nikimulia ana mtu wa kumshikilia. Ana mtu wa kumwambia all is well. So anaona hata ili amalize huyu mtoto uwai. Na hii inaanza, so that is why I'm saying wacha kuwe na mtu huko kwa government. This person ako na anakuja huku chini kusikiza this intersex kid. Because nitasema kitu moja, there is a certain person who said as long as women are giving birth, then intersex kid will be born. As long as, you know, women are going to maternity and giving birth to children, then aldeya kutaikosa 2 intersex kid wamezaliwa. So these 2 intersex kid wamezaliwa, wameenda wapi? Wamekuja into which world? If go to a country like UK, they usually say, okay, ukienda UK, because I think your country iko na a very big population ya intersex. They have even the schools of those kids. Wacha huyu mtoto asiende kuenda yani to be with the others na hawamjui. So they have that learning system ya kufunza watu who is an intersex kid.
Yeah, and as for you told us that ulikuwa unafaa upeleke hospitali.
Yes.
So that the doctors would work on your case. Unaweza ambia wazazi nini kwa sababu like your case mamako hakushindania sana na hiyo story?
Let me talk to the parent and tell them, you know, having an intersex kid is not a confusion. If kuna hii kitu inalana aloud, watu wanasema, na ndio inafanya wazazi hadi wafikirie kuua wa intersex kid. Wanasema ukipata an intersex kid, it is either out of tudy or out of prostitution. So ukipata huyu mtoto maybe ulikuwa prostitute ama ulikasiwa. So when parent get these kids, then wanataka kutoa ile shame ya mimi sikuwa napiga umaraya, mimi sikuwa nimelaaniwa. So they even try to get away the lives of these kids. Let me tell them, it is not about prostitution, it is not about curses. It is about God. Because these things actually is biology. If when you wanaenda shule sahi, they know what I'm talking about. This is biology.
Yeah.
So it is not about sijui curses and whatever and whatever. And this is what we are trying to fight with. Kuwatoa kwa ile yani zile mila za kitambo. Sijui ilikuwa curse, ilikuwa prostitution. Hiyo kitu iwatoke. Ukipata huyu mtoto mpende. Don't be like you know, like as for me, I even tried suicide because I had no one to share to. All my challenges I was passing, no one who was there to share to. Hakuna. So I was me by myself.
When was that? When you tried taking your life?
It was last year. Because I've come to meet like nimekuja kupatana watu kama Yvonne, nimekuja kupatana na all this year.
Okay, so by then you were going through some challenges.
Yes, and a lot. Yes.
What had happened exactly yenye ilikufanya u feel this world wewe hautawezana?
It was because of my mom. My mom used to like alikuwa anitaki kabisa. Until ilifika sometime, I remember she asked me, wewe msichana, sistako atakuwa ataniletea mtoto. Wewe utaniletea nini? Just continue eating my food and I'll bury you. You shall be bring to me, I'll bury you.
Wow. She told you that?
So that thing hit me to a point I felt like I don't desire to live again. Because sasa, you know, nilishindwa, yani maisha yangu ni ya nini kwa hii dunia? And you know, I decided like I want to take my life away.
Oh, pole. But you're glad, Betty, right now you're here, you're sharing your story, you know, and it's going to inspire someone there who is watching this video. Because I'm very sure there are people who are going through the same thing, yenye Betty anapitia. And I think sisi kama human beings, you are supposed not to be judgmental. You're supposed to take these people as normal human beings. You are not supposed to discriminate them. Even if you realize someone is going through such a thing, we shouldn't take advantage of them. Becky has shared, amesema some of them wanapitianga sexual abuse. Mtu ana realize you are a man, anataka take advantage kwa sababu you can satisfy them. That's very wrong. Betty, we are glad you're here. It's not the end of life. It's good that you decided to come out and share your story. It's good that you didn't take your life away. You're here with us. You're sharing this story. Somebody's watching this story and he or she is going to get inspired. Maybe kuna mtu anapitia the exact thing yenye umeshare saizi na nakusikiza leo. So you're going to inspire someone, imagine. So Betty, right now, what support do you feel watu wanafaa kusupport? You've said you're jobless right now.
Yes, for now sina kazi yoyote, and me, like for now life is hard because you know you need to pay the rent, you need to eat, you need to just be smart, and me sina chochote I'm doing for now. I'm just doing a fruit business which actually like now iko down kabisa because naona like now ni season ya baridi. Like you sasa haifanyi chochote, you know. So if there's a person who can offer me a better job than that,
Yeah, and akuelewe ya understand. Kupata job si issue, watu wanakupea job yes, but whenever they realize you're that way, they just fire you.
Yes, so you know, people realize the way I am, and you know, they just fire me. So that is why I decided to start my own business. So maybe mtu ako hapo ako na uwezo to support even my business, because if it is raised, then it can do well.
Yeah.
Yes. So maybe uko hapo, you feel like supporting my business, you can just come into me and I'll be glad uinue business yangu. It needs money, yani inahitaji tu vitu mingi. Kama if it will have to move well, then inahitaji pesa mingi. And me, I have no one, by the way. I have no one to talk to. I have no one to tell ati nipe pesa.
Just on your
so
own.
It is me and me by my own. So if I am to, you see, if I am, kama niko down, nakaa down kivyangu. So maybe you are there, you feel like supporting me, you can just come into me. Yeah. And if maybe you have a better job you can offer, niache hiyo matunda, still I will be glad. Not about even raising the business alone. You can just help me get a good job.
Okay.
But me, I was into kuinua job yangu, because hizi discrimination if zimekuwa into the world, zimekuwa mingi. Yes.
Okay, before you share your contact, Betty, or where someone can find you in case they want to help, would love to know, Betty, umesema like you feel your mom alikudiscriminate sana na alifanya you feel like you're not a normal human being. Right now, do you talk?
Yeah, we do talk with her.
So you don't, so it seems you forgave her.
Of course I do, because unajua if nimekuja kurealize ni ati hii kitu ilikuja ikamuhate in another way. Not that alikuwa ananichukia. So I have, by the way, the greatest love in me yake, which a daughter can have. Because unajua sasa nimekwambia kuna hizi mila na mambo ziko ati sijui we were born out of curses. Yeah. We were born out of prostitution. So kuavoid ile shame, ndio alikuwa ananitenga.
So she told you that?
Si ati aliniambia, ni ile unajua
you've come to realize it.
Kuna ile tu unakuja wewe mwenyewe unaelewa. So I just realized it is because of those things. So me, I just came to forgive her. We do talk, but meeting like not tumekaa sana bila kumeet. We just met with her last month into my grandfather's burial. Tangu nilimalizanga form 4 2019. Yes.
Okay, and you have plan of like visiting her maybe, so that you can have that relationship of a girl in a daughter and a mother?
I will. One day I will heal and I'll maybe ile siku nitapona nitaenda. Huwa naendanga huko nyumbani, but I don't go when she is allowed. To be honest, with my heart, I don't go when she is allowed. Yes.
Okay, so you just want to heal inside.
Yes, wacha kwanza ni heal. I'll just go back myself.
Okay.
I can even do a greater party. I'll call him and we shall reconcile, but not for now.
Okay. So yes. Betty, in case somebody want to reach you out, tunaweza kupata kupitia namba gani?
My WhatsApp number, although it is off now, but nitaifungulia from tomorrow.
Yeah, bado ndio M-Pesa number?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 0740 192 641. That's my number which you can get me with.
M-Pesa name?
Itatoa Beatrice Kageni. Yes.
Okay guys, it has been the Mungai Eve show. Umesikia story ya Betty, ameshare na pia ameshare some of the challenges zenye anapitia. In case you're watching this video na unaweza taka kumsaidia maybe kijob ama kuboost hiyo biashara yake ya matunda, you can also reach me out on my Instagram page @mungai_eve, and there is a number circulating. Like her case, amekuja akaniambia, akanionyesha hadi screenshots. Mtu alikuwa amemtext anamwambia yeye ndo alikuwa ametext number from Facebook, akamwambia yeye ni Mungai Eve, sijui to share her story, itabidi ameshare some amount of money. Guys, if you want to share your story, I've always said this, just reach me out on my Instagram @mungai_eve. Hiyo ndo place unaweza nipata bila kukoniwa na vitu kama hizo. Guys, let's meet in the next video.